I thought we were going to speak about the FA Cup and Marine. You asking me a very difficult question. Very difficult question because what I know from you. So you know more than me. What I know from media, and I'm not in conditions to tell you anything that you don't know. What can I add? I believe that is a completely impossible situation for a club to have 3 matches postponed, especially if that club plays in Europe. If it is a club that doesn't play in Europe and has 3 matches postponed, of course, there are always the UEFA fixtures, which are for the Champions League teams 6 fixtures, 8. And in the Europa League cases are even more. So for a Europa League team to have 3 matches postponed is impossible. Completely impossible. That's the only thing that I can say.
If the Villa game is postponed, do you think Tottenham could play Fulham next week, with maybe the Fulham-Chelsea game on Friday rearranged? Would that be a good solution?
I don't know, and it's not for me to find solutions. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been doing that kind of hypothetical exercise with my staff, but just hypothetically, and of course we have no influence, and we don't want to have influence. The only thing that we can say is that what we did in the beginning of the season is impossible to repeat, and we refuse to repeat because then we have to defend our players, we have to defend the integrity of our competitions, and we would never accept to play 7 matches in 3 weeks like we did before, because of the moment of the season. One thing is beginning, another thing is mid-season, and also because of the difficulty of and the demanding of the matches, because one thing is to play with all the risk, but we did the Europa League playoffs. Another thing is to play Europa League knockout, where all the best teams are there. So we cannot be put in an impossible situation. So I repeat, to have 3 matches postponed is impossible. It's not for us to find the decisions. I think it's the moment for the Premier League to show leadership and to make decisions where, of course, a club like us that is trying everything every day to be ready to play, to follow the rules that we had in our hands since the beginning of the competition, we cannot be punished. And if we don't play against Aston Villa, we will have 3 matches postponed, and that is impossible because after the season we have the Euros, and of course the Euros are not going to be moved.
Thomas Frank has tested positive for coronavirus after your game on Tuesday. Will you or any of your players have to self-isolate off the back of that? And is it, when it's so close to home, is it just a reminder that the protocols are so important as well?
Yeah, the protocols are important, but in the test before the match, Thomas was negative, and everybody in his club, in our club, of course, involved in the game, everybody was was negative. So that little contact could be avoided. Maybe yes, but we all felt was safe because everybody was negative. After that, Thomas tested positive. All of us negative. We got all the negative tests between players and coaching staff. Everybody negative. So we just wish him the best recovery and to be back soon to his team, and at the same time wish good luck to his coaching staff that now has to be in charge.
And a final question, just on Marine. On Saturday, your team will be changing in the bar. You'll be facing the striker who combines playing football with being a teacher. What are you expecting from the day? And also, what do you make of Liverpool helping Marine with their analysis?
Liverpool helping Marine, I think is normal. You know, they are neighbors. I'm pretty sure that emotional connections between them, and if they gave him analysis from us, or if they gave him access to certain kind of footage that they would not have, I feel it absolutely normal. What we can expect, first of all, we need to see the pitch. It's important for the safety of the players that the pitch is okay. I believe they are trying to do everything to have the pitch the best possible. And then is a club, is a team, is a group of boys playing the game of their careers. So what can we do apart of respect them and win the match? Nothing. I always believe that respect these teams is to beat them. To show respect to them is to beat them. To show respect to them is to play with a good team, with a team with responsibility, with a team with motivation, with a team that goes there and wins the game. That is to show respect. That is the cup mentality of the big teams. If we go there and we lose, of course, would be amazing for them, but I think would be a lack of respect from us to them. We are preparing the game normally. We trained today looking at that game. We had tactical meeting looking at that game, and we are going there, of course, to win the match.
Have you worked out how many games? I think you would have to play 38 games if you make the final of the Europa League and the FA Cup. I mean, are you going to have to sacrifice the FA Cup? I don't know how can you do it? What can you do?
Yeah, but why should we sacrifice anything? That's not the objective of the competition. That's not the objective of football. I think nobody should be pushed to sacrifice anything. We had that in the beginning of the season, and people was asking us if we are going to sacrifice anything, and why should we sacrifice? We didn't sacrifice anything. But the reality is that we played 7 matches in that short period of time. We took lots of risks by playing Chelsea with the team that we did. We took risks by playing playoffs that would give us Europa League, yes or no, with that accumulation of matches. And we felt it. We felt it. We felt it in our body, in our brain. We felt that. We don't want to throw away any competitions, but we don't want to be punished without doing anything to be punished. And that's it. I keep saying the same. For a team that is playing Europe, 3 matches postponed, if that's the case, is impossible. impossible. There is no way of playing these 3 matches until the end of the season if you have 3 matches postponed, unless we lose FA Cup, we lose Europa League early, and then you find spaces. But 3 matches in hand, one thing is for a club that doesn't play Europe, and another thing is for a club that plays Europe.
And Villa have had 10 players test positive today. I mean, surely your game can't be played on Wednesday. 10 first team players.
It's not for me to answer. I have friends at Villa, but I don't want to make a distinction between my friends and the other professionals that in the end are colleagues of the same industry. So I just hope that is not just John and Christian that are safe. I hope everybody is fine, and if they are positive, I hope that everything goes well and fast for them. Apart of that, I cannot say anything. The only thing that I can say is that from the beginning of the competition, that we knew that possibly we would have to play a game or more with 14 players available from all the players available, including the academy players. We knew that by the rule that could happen to us. We had positive cases, we cannot deny. Players, coaches, other staff. We also had problems. But I cannot say much more than that. I can only say that for us will be impossible to play with 3 matches postponed.
Jose, Spurs as a club and as a fan base have been supporting the Marine community scheme ahead of this match. How pleasing has it been to see the football community come together in what has been a really difficult time for a number of clubs and for a lot of people in the country?
It's a pity. It's a pity for them. I told that in the playoffs in Europe, when we were going to Macedonia, when we were going to Bulgaria to play these matches without fans. It's not just economically, but it's also emotionally very, very sad. We could imagine the enthusiasm in Macedonia to have Tottenham there. And now we go to Marine, historical match, and of course we feel very sorry that the stadium is empty and they cannot enjoy, celebrate the day the way they would love. If people can help in different ways, I read a few things, Carragher supporting in one way, then people then buying these virtual tickets. It's nice. It's not what they would love, but it's nice. But I repeat, I focus on the sports side of it, and the way to respect them and the way to make it beautiful for them is to go there with a good team and to go there and win the match.
And if there are any issues with the pitch at all, would that have any effect on selection? Would there be players that you look to not risk, considering the number of games you've got coming up?
No, we don't know the pitch really. What we know is from some footage and some images. Of course, it's not as wide as we're used to. It's not as long as we used to. Probably the quality will be not the same too. But that's the cup, and hopefully has positive conditions for football to be played without any risk to the players. Because in the end, we want to play with a good team, and hopefully they give us these conditions. I honestly believe that they want to play against a Tottenham first team. I believe that's what they want. I don't think they would be happy if Tottenham goes there with a team that is not a a strong Tottenham side. So we want to give them that respect by going there with a team that is a very good team.
What would be your message to him and to everybody else at Marine that are so excited about him?
Look, the message is basically what I told. I don't think they want to play against Tottenham under 23. I think they want to play against the Tottenham side with the guys that they are used to watch, they are used to admire, they are used to follow, and we want to give them that. Myself and my staff, the respect is the way we are preparing the game, the same way we are trying to know their striker, their centre back, their goalkeeper, their tactical organization is exactly the same way we try to do that with other opponents, of course, of a different level. And basically is that. I think the same way they feel happy to play against us. I want my guys, I feel that. I feel very happy to play against them. I feel very happy that he's in Crosby and not at home. I feel very happy to play them. And I understand the dream. It's up to us to bring them to reality, to bring them back to reality. But I clearly understand the dream. Nobody puts a foot in a football pitch knowing or feeling that we are going to lose. So I believe that in this moment they feel they are going to win, and it's up to us to bring them back to reality. We are top professionals, we are a different level, we are going to win. It's up to us to make them understand that as soon as possible, but in this moment they have the dream.
Is Gareth Bale going to fit on Sunday? And if not, how long or how far away is he from fitness?
He trained today, first time with us, so tomorrow second time, and tomorrow after training we will make a decision. What I can say, and is also a way to show you the way we are looking, the respect we are looking to this fixture, is that Gareth told me that he would like to go, he would like to play. So if tomorrow the feelings are positive, Gareth will come.
Just want to ask you about another two players that obviously been out, and Eric Lamella, whether they'll be back in contention at all or not. And also, I know you said about not having under 23 players, but could we see the likes of Harvey White, who was on the bench on Tuesday night, and Jack Clark involved in the squad in any way?
Yeah, Harvey and Jack, they are under 23s. They play under 23s when we feel that they should go there and take minutes, but they are professionals. They belong to the first team squad. They train with the first team squad since they won in pre-season. They played in Europa League. So let's look at them as first team players, and of course they will be involved in the game, but they are involved so many times, so is nothing new. With a starting 11 plus 9 on the bench, we are speaking about 20 players. I can tell you, out in these 20 players, we are going to take only one under 18 player. So we take one under 18 player that will be on the bench, like we had also that in other matches. We had that in many other matches. But one kid will be on the bench. So out of 20, only one will be a kid. A part of that, we have 19 players from the first team squad.